Bert, I can't do that, darling. Our jobs are done. All we can do is wait.
Some of us have done more than our jobs.
Okay. Let's stop the waltz. If you're angry, say so.
Oh, no, I'm not angry, Herb. I'm just deeply disappointed.
Why? Because I fought the good fight? Come on, Judith. I know you believe in Tina's innocence, but it's over now. We have professional differences. Let's put them away and get back to being lovers and friends and so forth.
Herb, see, it doesn't work that way. You're the one who brought the case into our personal lives.
How? I played by the rules.
Oh, no, you made up your own rules as we went along. You lulled me into thinking there were no tricks, no deceptions, no secrets.
There weren't any.
Really? What do you call sneaking up to Statesville to see Jamie?
All right. Your son said that he had evidence that was crucial to this trial.
And you wouldn't tell me what he said because why? Because you wanted to win.
No, I've told you over and over. I didn't even know it was evidence. Judith. Honey, we're going to say things we're both sorry for. Now, why don't look? After the sentencing, why don't we go away somewhere together? We'll talk it through. We'll work it out.
Excuse me. Did you just say after the sentencing? We're very smug this morning, aren't we?
I meant after the verdict.
No, I know very well what you meant. But you see, if she's convicted, I'm going to have to spend a lot of time on her appeal. So I won't have any time to spend with you.
Judith, don't be like this. Come back here. Judith!
Look what Patrick found. The last rose of summer.
Well, it's pale compared to your gift to me, Elizabeth.
Well, now, what are you two so cheerful about?
Well, for one thing, I feel more like my old self again.
Oh, Gramps, that's wonderful. We were starting to get a little worried about you.
Oh, my dear girl, you should know by this time that it would take more than a mysterious little virus to put me out of commission.
Well, you can say that again. It was all I could do to keep up with you out there in the garden.
It's because I'm so enthused about our plans for the burn formula. I was just telling Patrick, Sanders Chemical is going to put the full force of its marketing and development teams behind the project.
Wow, Patrick, congratulations.
Thanks, Cindy. I owe it all to Elizabeth.
Well, so, does this mean that you're going to put more time into the company?
No, my dear. It means I'm going to spend all my time.
Well, slow down a little bit. You know, you just got over a nasty bug.
I won. The bug lost. Oh, Kate. It's work that keeps me going and frisky. And besides, now your father won't have to worry about taking on more than he can handle, and you won't have to leave your fiancé for the corporate life.
Excuse me, madam. Thought you wanted some tea?
Ah, yes, Payson, thank you. Now, in lieu of champagne, I would like to make a toast to our collective good fortunes.
If you wouldn't mind, Cindy and I are going to take a rain check on that.
We will.
Okay? Yes, we're going to go take that tour of the greenhouse, remember? Oh, yes, the greenhouse.
All right, then, run along. But I'm going to hold you to a proper celebration.
No, Kate seems a little troubled. Huh?
She's worried about Cord.
Oh, yeah, of course, right.
Patrick, now that we're going to be working together...
Look, Elizabeth, listen. I have made my peace with Kate. She can have Cord, and I've got the burn compound.
I'm very glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me.
Sure.
Hello? Oh, good morning, Luther. No, I'm fit as a Stradivarius. What's wrong? Oh, dear. Well, I have the notes right here on my desk. Patrick, would you give me a moment? There's a new crisis at the office.
Sure, Elizabeth. Take as long as you like.
All right, Luther, what's wrong? I see. All right, well.
They say baking's good therapy. Maybe I should try it.
Yeah, dessert is a surprise.
Speaking of surprises,
Yes.
you said you had a blueberry muffin for Jessica, didn't you?
Blueberry muffin? Of course I do. I have a blueberry muffin. That little darling, she just loves my muffins. They're so sweet for a sweet thing first thing in the morning. Excuse me.
Well, they did say 11 o'clock, didn't they? We don't want to be late.
Honey, wait. The reason that I asked you if you'd seen Tina, you know how worried I am about her, right?
There is nothing you can do to make today easier for her, honey.
I know that, I know. But you see, once Once she's vindicated, a whole new set of problems is going to start for her. And if she has to find a new home on
We've
top of
already decided that.
No, darling. No, you decided that. Look, until the question of Al's custody is decided, don't you think it's cruel to make her leave her own home?
Cruel? Cruelty happens to be Tina's department. Honey, knowing how hard she's going to fight to hold on to Al, this custody thing could take months.
No. All the more reason for her to have a family around her.
Why? So she can stick another knife in our backs? Oh. I know she's your sister, honey. But don't you think that you have protected Tina long enough? Isn't it about time you started thinking about the rest of us?
I'm trying to do what's good for everybody. You know that?
Well, Tina's exit from this house happens to be what's good for everyone. The longer she stays at Landfair, the more trouble she can cause.
Honey, look, I know how hurt you are by her, but
It's not my hurt I'm thinking of. It's Cord, Kevin, and Joey. She brought a little baby to this house that they've all grown to love, and now she's caused that baby to be taken away. I'm not going to let her stick around and play any more of her cruel games. I've tried not to step on your feelings here, sweetheart, but in this case, I happen to know what's best for everyone.
Tina is a part of our family, Clint, and I cannot turn my back on her.
I'm not asking you to. Give her all the love and support you want to, but do it somewhere else. Tina is leaving Landfair, and that's final.
You think I'm so obsessed with you that I'm going to let you wrap me around your little finger? I know other people have been thinking that. Maybe I have been. But I know that every time I've tried to get close to you, every time I've tried to get near you, you just turn away. And now I'm just going to take you in my arms and everything's going to be okay.
Max, please take me in.
Don't do this to me!
Are you trying to fight me or you?
I admit that... I want to hold you. But I'll be damned if I'm going to fall for your lies again.
Max, listen to me, please.
I don't want to listen to you anymore. Look, I have a responsibility to Al. I'm going to take care of him money-wise. I'm going to be a father to him. And I want to make sure he can always come to me if he has any problems.
Well, I want the same thing.
No, you don't. You're looking for me to fight Gabrielle for you.
What?
Now, Cord thinks he should be with his natural mother. And I think he's right.
But she's the one who gave him
It doesn't matter. With her, at least he can have a normal life. He can have a good and healthy life. And if it comes out in a court of law, and they ask me, I'm going to stand up and say that that's what it is.
Max, please think about what you're doing.
I've thought about it. I can't tell you how many times I used to dream of you coming to me and us being together and bringing up a family. But not like this. Not at the expense of my son.
Max, please wait.
No! I gotta get to the office. You just have good luck today, huh?
Max, please don't turn your back on me. Max, please, I need you so much to... I'm so scared. You don't know what it's like. I don't know if I'm going to be spending the rest of my life in jail or worse. Max, please. Please hold me just a little while. Please.
I'm not gonna play the sucker for you anymore.
Forgot something.
Cindy, I didn't hear you come back in.
Yeah, well,
All right,
I wanted
Luther.
to come
Stop
and
the
get my
damage
camera so
control,
I could take
and then
some
let me know if
pictures
there's
of the
anything more
greenhouse.
I can do on
Oh,
this end.
good.
Goodbye. Whatever made me think Sandus Chemical could get along without me?
Oh, that does seem impossible, doesn't it, Cindy?
Yes, it certainly does.
Now, Cindy, won't you join us for that cup of tea?
Oh, no, Cindy was going to take pictures out in the garden, right?
Yeah, I do have time for a quick cup.
Good for you.
Well, it sure smells good.
Payson says it's an exotic new blend. Let's see if he knows what he's talking about.
Patrick.
There was
What's wrong?
there was a wasp on the cup. I didn't want it to sting Cindy.
What keen eyes you have.
I'll get Payson to clean up the mess. Excuse me.
How could you?
Why do you want to sting you?
Oh, please, I saw you put that powder in Elizabeth's cup. What is it, poison? My God, are you that desperate? What are you trying to do to Elizabeth?
You're right. It must have happened last night. He's been dead for a few hours.
Oh, if only I didn't pass out.
Honey, don't blame yourself. That poor man's heart must have just stopped in the middle of the night. There's nothing you can do. Lee, on the phone, you told me that he was just a friend of yours.
Yeah, I know he was a friend. He was a friend, Renee, but I don't know. We started seeing each other, you know, and I don't know, it might have been a whirlwind romance or something, but I thought there maybe was a chance.
Honey, you're lucky you had one good night. Most people don't even have that.
Yeah. He really was a wonderful man. Was the only person in Lambview who gave a damn about me.
Well, then we'll make sure that his name is not dragged in the mud. Was he married?
In a way, yeah.
In a way. Well, it's a good thing you called me then before you called the cops. I know a lot of movers and shakers in this town, and I'll make sure there's no scandal.
Oh, God.
Well, no, I know this judge, and he'll make sure that nothing gets in the papers so that when you get back to Landview, this won't haunt you.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Lise, there's something you're not telling me because you got to say whatever it is if you want me to protect you.
Renee, you know you asked if Charles was married.
Yeah, and you said in a way whatever that means.
Well, it means this.
Certificate of marriage, state of Nevada. Charles Jameson Sanders II and Lee Halpert?
Yeah. Sort of complicates things, doesn't it?
No, on the contrary. Makes things very simple.
It was a lark. It was a one-night honeymoon. It was a one-night marriage. What? Yeah, Renee, please. Please, you said you had connections here. Please call that justice of the peace and get this marriage annulled, please.
I suppose so, I will.
Please, would you do it right away? I mean, it is bad enough I'll have to go back to Lambview and tell them about Charles, but now to tell them that I'm married to him,
Oh, honey, don't always take the worst side of everything. I guess we can't keep the police at bay any longer. I'll call the ambulance and start this ball rolling.
Wait, no, please, Renee, would you call that justice of the peace first?
Honey, I'm in no mood to rush to call the justice of the peace. I mean, that was not just a nobody who you took a tumble with and poof, he's gone.
Oh, please stop talking like that. I know that. I cared about him. I really did. I know it was brief, but...
The point is that he was an ambassador, and he's also the son of one of the richest babes in America.
I am not after him for his money.
Okay. But he has something else that you do want, and something you want very much right now.
Yes, and what is that?
Respectability. Now, you can't tell me that that's not what's driving you, and that's not something you want for your daughter. There's no better way to get it than to go back to Lambview as the widow of Charles Sanders.
What? I don't believe this. What, are you telling me that I should not have this marriage annulled and pretend that I was married to him?
You were married to him. You got that marriage certificate.
Renee, it was just for fun.
It was not just for fun. It's serious. Think of what you've got if you go back to Lambview as the widow Sanders. You have power. You have respectability. You have more wealth than you can dream of.
Oh, no. All I want is Mary Lynn.
Okay, and don't you think a rich widow is more likely to get her daughter back than some little desert rat with a checkered past?
It wasn't the first time, was it?
Just don't get carried away about this, all right?
Look at me when I talk to you. It wasn't a virus that sent her into the hospital before. It was poison then, too, wasn't it?
You're talking like I tried to kill her or something.
Wasn't that what poison is for?
I just gave her a mild dose, Cindy.
Mild.
Yeah. I put just enough of a certain chemical in that it would keep her out of commission for a little while.
Oh, I see. So you were only thinking of her welfare. That's why they had to take her out of here in an ambulance.
All right. Now, look, I put a little too much in the other day. Cindy, I was thinking about Kate. Now, I cannot let her marry Cord. If she does, she is going to die on the vine. I won't let it happen.
Oh.
It's not going to happen. She has too much to offer. Do you understand that?
Patrick, I knew that you had delusions, but I had no idea that you would go this far.
It is no delusion.
Where is my brother? What did they do to you? What happened to you in that prison that made you this way?
I am still the same as I always was, sister.
Oh, no, you're not. Humor, the kindness, the morality, it's gone. Patrick, look, you have got to stop this insane obsession. You need to get some help, all right? Or else you'll lose it for good, okay?
Look, if I'm obsessed, it's because I don't give up on love like some people. Now, maybe I cannot get back the 5 years that they took away from me. But I am not going to let them take the woman that kept me alive.
Who is this they, Patrick? It was just life that did this to you.
Then I'm going to have a new life. And it's going to be a life with Kate. And no one is going to stop me. Not even you.
Honey, you okay?
No. But I keep trying to convince myself I am.
Well, you left the house this morning before he could give you my patented pep talk.
Well, your husband is back there waiting for you.
Important person today is you. And I want you to know something. I want you to know that I am here for you today, tomorrow, and all the days to come. You are my sister. I love you. And nothing will ever change that.
Oh, Vicky. You're the only one who believes in me. The only one.
I hate to bring this up right now, but
What if we don't get the verdict we want?
right, have you thought about moving for a mistrial?
I already put Herb on notice. If she gets convicted, all we can do is go for an appeal. That and a lot of praying.
Vicky, Clint tells me you're moving Tina out of Landfair. I'm glad to hear that. Did you tell her?
No, I did not tell her. And if the two of you don't mind terribly, I have no intention of kicking my sister out of her own house until she deals with the verdict, whatever it may be.
Vicky, all we meant was be less problems.
Clint.
Oh, hello, Max.
I wish there was something I could say or do that would make this mess with Al easier.
You've always been Tina's biggest fan, haven't you, Holden? What do you think of your little lady friend now, huh?
Max. I didn't think you were coming.
I wasn't. But I told you you could depend on me no matter what. Well, here I am.
Gilbert, you are the sweetest man. To know that I would prefer rosemary to roses. Oh.
This kitchen's been a happy place ever since you came to join us, Wanda.
Yeah, well, and then Cook called.
She's found a new kitchen, I hope.
No, she has found out that she's sorry that she fought with Heron and she wants her job back.
Well, do you think Victoria will take her back?
Have you tasted her chocolate mousse?
Yes, yes, I have. But where does that leave you, Wanda?
Well, Vicky's not going to need 2 cooks, and Kim can take care of the babysitting chores, so I'll just go back to the life that I had, whatever that is.
Well, it's a tragedy. They tore your diner down.
Yeah, well, the world can get along without my chili.
Maybe, but then I'll have to get along without you. Well, I mean, what I mean is that, well, I'm used to seeing you here in the kitchen. I mean, helping you shell peas and slice onions. I mean, it's meant a lot to me.
Oh, well, it has to me, too, but it won't be over. I'll come by and I'll visit and stuff.
Well, visits are very nice, but... I'm sorry, Wanda. I'm really sorry.
No, don't be sorry, Gilbert. Don't be sorry.
for being here, Max.
I tried to stay away, but I couldn't. I might as well face it. I'm addicted to love, and I can't get you out of my system. Every time you pull one of these stunts of yours, something inside just won't let me turn my back on you.
Max, I'm so sorry.
Hey, no more apologies. We are just going to concentrate on getting you through this trial, all right?
Well, you know, I really think I can get through almost anything. As long as you're here with me.
You got lots of friends here today.
No. I have two. My sister and you. But that's all I need.
Even if you don't have Cord? He's not here, is he?
I didn't expect him to be. Afraid Cord is out of my life. Good. That is, that I have a life.
Tina? Tina, if the news is good, the champagne's on us. If not, we won't give up, not for a minute.
You're innocent, Tina. You know it, and we know it.
Yeah. I just hope those 12 people on the jury know it, too.
Oh, yay, oh, yay. Court is now in session. All rise.
Court will now come to order.
Be seated.
Bailiff, will you call the jury, please?
Mrs. Charles Sanders.
Yeah, it has quite a ring to it, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Carol Dennison, Carol Harper, Lee Halpern, Mrs. Charles Sanders. I don't know, Renee, what are you saying? That if I just go back to Lambview as his widow, that they won't mind my past as much?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You can tell them the truth about yourself. You can say that Charles knew about it and loved you so much he married you anyway.
Oh, gosh, that would really impress Mary Lynn, wouldn't it? No, Renee, I just don't know, though. You see, when I was all torn and afraid I was going to lose Mary Lynn, Charles, he was the only one who came to my rescue to help. Now, how can I use his death to exploit this? I can't.
Honey, that's a wonderful eulogy. But he was no saint. He got what he wanted, and now it's your turn.
Well, you know, we could have been partners. You know, we really could have. I mean, we really could have been soulmates. We could. And he even said, Charles said himself, that he was thinking about not getting that marriage annulled.
You see, honey, you were just meant for each other. It's just too bad that death had to bring you two together.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I know one thing Charles really would have approved of. The look on his mother's face when I tell her that I'm her daughter-in-law.
Well, honey, child, nothing more to discuss, is there?
Yes, this is, Mrs. Charles Sanders. I'm in room 511, and, would you please help me? There has been a terrible tragedy.
Up with you, Cindy. Isn't that what you taught me? Now, maybe you managed to slip through the cracks while your broker boyfriend went to prison. But you're not going to be so lucky this time.
Well, you can threaten me all you want, but you cannot stop me. Someone has got to help you, Patrick, and I do not care what the risk is.
Over here, Payson. I hope it didn't stain the rug.
This is all my fault. Come on, Cindy. Why don't we get out of here and let Payson clean up, all right?
I have a better idea.
Hey, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Did you find your camera?
Yeah, and a lot more.
You know, I'd really like to see those orchids myself. Why don't we go out?
The orchids can wait.
My dear.
Elizabeth, Kate, just before you came in, I was having a very important discussion.
I'm sure they're not interested in our family squabbles, Cindy.
You look so troubled. Is there something we can do?
I hope so.
Come on, Cindy.
Payson, the rug can wait.
Oh, very well, madam.
Cindy, what is it?
Come on, Cindy. Why don't we just get out of here? They don't want to...
No, I have to say this. just when I came back to pick up my...
Wait, hi. What are you hiding behind your back?
Well, I was thinking, anybody can have a present to when they graduate, but I wanted you to have one when you start the semester.
Thanks.
Are these your new books?
Yes, everything from poli-sci to romance languages.
Right there. That's the smile I've been waiting to see.
Well, it's not just college that put that smile there. Guess I better open my present.
Okay.
Lee, put my son on the line.
I can't. Elizabeth, I've called to tell you. It's about Charles.
What about Charles?
I'm very sorry, Elizabeth, but Charles has died.
Lee Halpern, I know you're a woman without scruples, but to attempt some sick, obscene hoax...
Elizabeth, I don't blame you for being in shock, really. I don't. I am too, but please listen to me. He died last night in his sleep.
No!
Grams, what is it? What's wrong?
This horrid woman says your father is dead.
Oh, Grams.
Elizabeth, I'm very sorry. I am making arrangements to have the body flown to Landview. I am at Lakeview Lodge in Lake Tahoe right now, and I will be here until the flight leaves, all right?
Oh. I refuse to believe it.
No, Grams.
How do you find the defendant, Tina Roberts?
We find the defendant, Tina Roberts, guilty of murder in the first degree.
What the hell's wrong with you people? She never killed anybody.
Down, Mr. Holden. Order. Order.
Your Honor, I'm a doctor. May I see Mrs. Roberts?
Please do, Doctor. This court will recess for 15 minutes, at which time I'll pronounce the sentence.
All right. Tina, come on. Tina, it's Larry. You are now?
Yes.
Larry?
I think it's just momentary. She'll be all right. Tina, you okay?
Max, please, you have to talk to the judge. You tell him I can't leave my baby. He can't send me away from my baby.
Way to go, Herb. You hit a home run. Alma, boy, this is one game I would have given anything to miss.
I just heard some people talking out in the hall. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, sir.
How's Tina doing?
Well, how on earth do you think she's doing?
Vicky. No, Vicky, it's all right. I understand. I do feel for Tina. I just don't know what to say.
Nobody blames you for the way you feel, Cord.
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to snap at you. It's just such a shock.
Yeah, I know. But Tina's the one who needs some help right now.
Do you like it? So you can put milk or whatever you want in it, and you can have it for your classes every day. What's the matter?
Nothing.
You hate the color. You already have one.
No, it's very nice. It's just that I haven't taken one of these to school since I was about 12 years old.
Dumb move, Coleman. That's really stupid.
No, it wasn't. It was very sweet. And besides, it'll be great for hot chocolate when we snuggle under a blanket at football games.
You like football?
No, but I love snuggling.
You know, come to think of it, dating a co-ed might not be so bad after all.
Why did you think it would be bad?
Forget it. You just think it's dumb.
Will you stop using that word? There's nothing dumb about you, Wade Coleman. Now tell me, what did you have against my going back to college?
Well, I just thought that once you got back on campus with all those preppies, that you'd choose talking poli-sci or French over talking stuff with me.
You're a snob, you know that?
Me?
Yes, you. An inverse snob. It's the worst kind. Just because because I'm going to college does not mean I'm going to turn into some kind of intellectual drone. And we can see each other whenever we want. We can go to football games and Tuesday night film festivals and concerts. Oh, that is, if you're not too big a snob to join in.
Well, actually, I think I have a sweater somewhere. And I've even read a book. Do you know Horton Hears a Who?
Oh, I think that one's way over my head. But I'll try it if you teach me.
Deal. Here's your first lesson.
Well, honey, the worst is over.
Oh, I wish. This phone call was only the prelude, Renee. Now I have to go back to the Sanders family, and I have to face them and tell them exactly what happened.
All you have to do is tell them the truth. As much as you have to.
As much as I have to. Are you kidding? I am telling them everything.
Well, no, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. As much as you want to. You tell them how you and Charles could not deny your feelings for each other, how you decided to get a quickie marriage. They do that around here all the time. You came back here for the honeymoon. The groom was so excited, his poor little heart gave out, and he died a very happy man.
Oh, Renee, please. Please don't joke. A man has died, and I cared about that man.
Honey, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun, but you know me, I see the humor in even the darkest situations. I guess that's how I've survived so long.
Yes, I know, but when something is so terrible, it's...
Okay, honey. Then cry, scream, throw something, but get all the pain and all the guilt out of you, because you've got to go home strong. You're returning to Landview as Mrs. Charles Sanders. And when that Sanders clan finds out that you are his young widow, it's going to be the biggest challenge of your life.
Nothing.
Patrick? Would you call Dr. Wilcox? I think Grams will need some medication to get through this.
Sure. But what about you? Okay.
I'm okay. I have to be okay. Elizabeth, I am so sorry.
It isn't supposed to be this way. You don't outlive your children. It isn't right.
I wish I knew what to say.
Nothing. I just don't understand.
Oh, God. My son, Charles, my son.
Gramps, we're going to get through this. Patrick has called Dr. Wilcox. Now, why don't you come upstairs and lay down with me, okay?
I can't move.
I'll help you. We'll help each other, okay?
Oh, God. Kate, my son.
Kate's incredible, isn't she? Cindy, I'll try the doctor. You see if you can find Judith, all right?
Did you have anything to do with this?
What are you talking about?
I want an answer, Patrick. Did you have anything to do with Charles's death?
I can't believe you'd even suggest such a thing, Cindy.
Look, just before that terrible phone call, I was about to tell Kate and Elizabeth everything that you've been trying to do to their family. I am telling you, as soon as they get over this awful shock, I intend to do just that.
Cindy! If you insist on interfering, you're only going to regret it.
So, you are threatening your own sister.
If you try to destroy me, you're only going to destroy yourself.
I'm saying I'm going to fight fire with fire. I'm going to write an editorial for tomorrow's edition, and I'm going to call this verdict exactly what it is. It is a travesty. It's an outrage and a shame.
Honey, you'll end up doing your sister more harm than good.
Well, I am not going to allow this injustice to go unchallenged.
I didn't say we would. That's why I'll write the editorial. And it'll carry more weight if it comes from me instead of coming from Tina's sister.
Are you serious? You would do that for Tina in spite of how you feel about her?
I'll do it for you. Because I happen to think that justice has been trampled on today.
Thank you, darling.
Well, isn't that what family's for?
Hal, would you excuse us, please?
Yeah, why don't you get some coffee or something now?
You must be very pleased. It's quite a coup to send an innocent woman to jail.
Yeah, I thought you might be a little more understanding than the rest of the peanut gallery.
Tina's friends and family are outraged about what happened. Do you really expect me to react differently?
Yes, I do. You're a colleague. You've been in my shoes, and you're also my closest friend.
Yes, a fact you exploited through the entire trial.
Oh, damn it, Judy. Damn it. I did my job, and so did you. Now, can't we try to drop the disappointments and the angers and try to remember what we mean to each other?
You'd really like that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Well, my work isn't finished. In fact, it hasn't even begun.
We need to get out of here. Have dinner with me, please. We won't talk about verdicts or witnesses or anything.
I'm sorry. I'm not a good loser.
I realize it's easy to say, but Jeff and Judith aren't giving up, and neither should you.
He's right, you know, sweetheart. Baby. Listen, we're going to fight this with everything we've got.
I don't think I have any fight left in me. I wish I was as brave as you two are, but I'm not. I'm so scared.
Tina, whatever the judge says, his word is not final. Now, you have got everybody in this town on your side.
All right.
The only two that matter are the two that are right here.
Court will come to order. And I mean order. The defendant will rise for sentencing.
Bancroft Hall.
It's one of the nicest dorms on campus. I'll have a room all to myself.
Did your dad give you a lot of flack over this?
Well, actually, he doesn't know about it yet, but I plan on telling him as soon as he gets back from his business trip today.
Marilyn, you're running.
Running? I'm just taking a room on campus.
Come on, it's the same thing as the shack all over again. You don't want to face living with your father or your mother, so you're hiding out.
That's not fair. I know I have a lot of problems to work out with my parents, but I need a place of my own. That way I'll be able to deal with them without a lot of pressure. I will be able to see them both, but on my terms, not theirs.
Okay. That makes sense. And I guess I shouldn't grumble over your having a place to invite me, where we can close the door and be alone.
Well, I knew you'd like that part. But the dorm room is only the first step. I went to see a counselor at the psychology department. And I told her about what happened on the bridge and how I thought about killing myself. And, she didn't judge me or anything. She just listened. And she said that she would be willing to work with me if I wanted her to.
That's great. That took a lot of guts. I'm proud of you.
Well, I never would have had the nerve if you hadn't encouraged me.
Well, I'm glad I could help. Now, if I could just help myself.
Well, what about the job at the garage?
No, there's nothing there.
Well, I know lots of people. I could ask around and see if anybody's looking to hire a hardworking, intelligent, handsome guy.